Fantastic Beasts and Where to Punch Them, America Goes to College, and Everybody Still Hates Gary. Stay tuned. Thanks for pressing play, everybody. You are watching a brand new episode of Talking Comics, ExcaliburCCGTV. I am Chris.
Oh, I'm Randy.
Yeah, this is Randy. This is the guy. Guys, we are Excalibur Comics, Cards, and Games here in Shreveport, Louisiana. Every week, we come together to tell you about the great comics that are hitting the shelf. We are talking about March 1st, 2017. You can follow us on Facebook to see what's going on with our store and everything that we have going on event-wise, our Twitter links, Facebook and Twitter down below, and our website, ExcaliburCCG.com. Randy, we're in a new location.
Yeah, definitely are.
We're definitely there. We're in a different part of the store for today. The lighting's a little different.
Probably look a little darker.
Yeah, but we're making it happen, Captain. That's what we do. We got some stuff going on here, around here. A lot of cool stuff happening. If you haven't been to this new location, you've got to come check it out because it is just amazing.
Yeah, you check it out at any point in time, but it's come as soon as possible.
Yes.
To here. Take out, just take 1 day, 2 days, 3 days to look around here because it's so much bigger, so much more space.
I love how you give them the extra days of looking around.
That's right.
Like it's that big.
Oh, we have some people that
huge.
they come in, they get their books, and then the next day they're in. We're like, oh, I thought you picked your books up already. And they're like, oh, I had to look around.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. It's that much bigger, guys. So if you haven't been, come see us. Come check it out and have fun with that. Guys, we have a ton of new stuff that's coming out this week that we're going to go ahead and dive into, starting with some new number ones, tons of them coming from several different companies. And I know this one in particular, Randy is super excited for. I had to say it a third time. Randy,
like
what is it, bro? What's it going to be, man?
It's America. This is America Chavez in her own series. Finally, Marvel's been teasing it for a couple of years now. Yep. America #1, Gabby Rivera, Joe Quinones is on board with the art chores there. This is taking a look at America Chavez, who currently is Ultimate's team leader. She has been kicking butt around the Marvel universe for some time now.
Yep.
And she's trying to figure out just kind of who she is, where her place is in the universe, and she's going to do that by going to college. Squirrel Girl did it. Now it's time for America to do it. So she's going to go there. She's obviously going to have to tackle the task of being a student,
right,
and being a superhero. Right. So we get to see just how well she handles that.
Yeah. So yeah,
should be fun.
That trope never goes away. You go to college. That's self-discovery at college. Guys, one that I'm really looking forward to from DC Comics, Vertigo specifically, Savage Things #1 from Justin Jordan and Ibrahim Mustafa. This is a 6 or 8 issue miniseries. We have conflicting information, but it's a limited series that they're putting out. This takes a look at a secret government organization that for the past 25 years has been kidnapping children and training them to be agents of chaos throughout the world, causing unrest, executing enemies of the state, all of this stuff. But they proved too difficult to control and to handle, and they've turned on their masters. So now the masters are trying to put them down. They've been unsuccessful doing that, and now they're bringing in the one man who was able to walk away from it all, able to see if he can bring control and order back to all of this, and along the way, get his hands bloody. So if you're like a fan of like the Jason Bourne type stuff mixed with other things, they had one of those mashups. I just glanced at it. If you like this and this, then you're gonna love this. Well, this is kind of along that vein, but maybe a darker, more brutal Jason Bourne type thing right there. So guys, I'm looking forward to it. I'm gonna be checking it out. What's up for you, Randy?
One of the mini image #1s that are coming out this week, Extremity #1. Guys, this is written by Space Mullets, Daniel Johnson.
Okay.
So, that was kind of like a little sleeper hit that came out here, a little mini or graphic novel.
Okay.
With this series, though, we're taking a look at Thea, and Thea is a woman on a mission of vengeance, revenge, whatever, against a clan that has ruined her family. I don't know if they've slaughtered them, smear campaign, something with them, but they've done something to upset her. So now she is going to make her quest, her trek across the land of men, machines, monsters, in order to get her vengeance on this clan.
Yeah,
sounds good. New series there there's something kind of similar, I think, that Oni just put out called Motro, but with a similar style to it. But I mean, we haven't seen too many of these series like this coming out recently. So
right.
Maybe someone's trying a new take on something.
There was a mashup for this one too.
Oh gosh.
Something about something meets Mad Max or something like that. But there you go, guys. Check that out. Look, guys, another one that's a hit that we haven't seen, that's just had just a rocky, no pun intended, rocky just life, is Rat Queen's #1 brand new volume coming from Image Comics. Curtis Wybe, Owen Gianni is the creative team on board here. It's been up and down, back and forth, but now it looks like we got a stable artist on board to help bring this back. This takes a look at the Rat Queens. They're back. We got Betty, Violet, Dee, Braga, and Hannah return. Also, guys, everybody still hates Gary in this. So if you're looking forward to the stories that have been going on, it's been a while since the Queens have been out and done some killing and plundering and all that. That starts with this new first issue of this new volume. Check it out and have fun with that.
It looks like from the previews of that one of the queens has decided to switch classes. So they've gone from maybe a sorcerer class to a ranger class.
Really?
If you know your D&D, that's it should be funny.
That's cool.
We'll see.
That's cool.
This is the one I've been waiting for.
Yes.
This is my yes.
Okay.
Jeff Lemire, double-sized issue, new ongoing series, Royal City #1. With this, we're taking a look at Patrick. What's his name? Patrick Pike. Patrick is returning to his hometown, which is it's this dying town.
Yep.
And within this town, he is going to get caught up in his family and their feud that's been going on. He's going to end up having to deal with, and I guess everybody in the family is going to have to deal with, the ghost of his brother, his dead brother, obviously dead, if it's a ghost,
right?
Who died some decades ago,
right,
while swimming. We're running into that
decades thing again.
Decades ago, while swimming, he drowned decades ago. So this is I love Jeff Lemire's art, and if this is anything near as good as Sweet Tooth, this is going to be a killer series.
Look, man, he's just working.
Yeah,
he's writing and drawing this.
Yeah,
not maybe color. I don't even know if he may be coloring it too.
Plus
writing like at least two books for Marvel.
All of Valiant.
Yeah, it's like 2 or 3 for Valiant. Yeah, it's like, dang, dude.
Yeah.
Hope he's not on crack or something like that.
If he is, he's writing great stories while doing it.
Making it happen, baby. Guys, from Dynamite Comics, James Bond #1, a new ongoing series. We got Ben Percy on board here, who's the writer, or has been the writer for Green Arrow at DC, and Rafa Labasco as the artist. This takes a look at the next adventure for 007, because here he finds himself in the crosshairs of an assassin who targets other assassins. What? That just happened. So, guys, this is it. This is all the first piece of a much larger puzzle that's going on with this. But check out this new James Bond series that's coming out. I've been digging this stuff, especially the Warren Ellis series that he's been writing. And then they've had Hammerhead and a couple other miniseries coming out. They've been doing a lot of stuff with James Bond. It's been very, very, very good. I've enjoyed it. So, guys, check out James Bond #1 from Dynamite coming out this week.
Here's a one-shot from Archie Comics, guys, and it's leading into an ongoing series.
Oh, it is? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Riverdale one-shot coming out with this one. This is the tie-in to the CW series, where it's taking a look at what exactly happened during the summer before that school year. So you're going to get to see what's going on with Archie.
Okay.
What's going on with, this still makes me feel a little uncomfortable saying, the hot teacher, Miss Grunt. You're going to get to look at what has happened with Jason Blossom. Okay. And there's always Jughead in the mix. So take a look at all the characters there, and the very different take that Robert Sacasa has on them. He apparently loves and knows his Archie characters.
Yeah, very cool. Very cool. So, guys, there you go. Last up for the #1s that we have here, Once and Future Queen, from #1 from Dark Horse.
Right.
How you like that? How you like that play, that little twist there?
Well, tell me about it.
Well, you know, the normal phrase is once you feature king.
I know.
With this, we have once you feature queen from Dark Horse. We got Adam Nave and Nick Brockenshire on board here as the creative team. This takes a look at the myth of Excalibur, the sword of Excalibur, as it is pulled out of the stone by a 19-year-old chess prodigy young lady. And now she has the sword. She's going to take over the kingdom. We can take a look at magic, romance, fae, Merlin, and many more other things that are in this world that she's a part of. This is the new adventure with Amelia Cole, the main character. Have fun with this, guys. It's going to be a different take. If you guys like these, them swapping out, just changing ideas and stuff like this, have fun with that. With once a future queen, sir. Queen. Guys,
I got it.
Those are the new number ones that we're covering for this week. We do have some storylines that we're going to dive into. Some concluding, some still going on, having fun. But number one, starting off with, we have Clone Conspiracy Omega, number one from Marvel, wrapping up the Clone Conspiracy. But this takes a look at the Rhino. He is looking at pinning the Spider-Man to the wall permanently. What is the fate of Ben Reilly and what's going on with the Lizard? And this is kind of a prelude issue to the new series that's coming out from Peter David and Mark Bagley, the new Spider-Man series.
Spectacular. No. That's
what is
just Spider-Man, isn't it?
It's the what is the new one coming out? That stars Ben Reilly, but I can't remember the name of it.
No, that's Spectacular Spider-Man.
Is that what it's going to be?
Yeah.
Okay, then that's what this is, a prelude to their new book, kind of. So guys, there we go. A lot of stuff happening, and it has happened in the Spider-Man universe. This is a cap and kind of a runway into what's happening next. Also, we have Monsters Unleashed number 4 that's dropping this week. This has Leviathans, Goliathans, and Marvel heroes clashing all in the streets of Manhattan. We can take a look at Kid Kaiju, and his powers are put to the test. Elsa Bloodstone and Moon Girl are backing him up, and there is the one true enemy on her way to clash against all of them. You find out more about all that with this issue right here. And then we have a tie-in issue.
Female Fing Fang Foom.
Is that what it is?
I don't know.
What if, right? No lipstick, please. Totally Awesome Hulk number 1.mu is also a tie-in to all of this. This is Fantastic Beasts and Where to Punch Them. This takes Cho to South Korea to investigate one of the big monsters that's down there. But his sister doesn't trust him, so she's bringing in some help. The intergalactic monster hunter called Lady Hellbender. She is coming to help Cho out with what's going on in Korea. So guys, have fun with those storylines from Marvel.
This is a big one for DC Comics because this has been building probably since Convergence, but definitely since the DC Rebirth, the premiere issue. This is Superman number 18. It leads into Superman or Action Comics for the next 2 issues of each book.
Okay.
And with this is Superman Reborn. Now, in this series, the truth was kind of revealed by what's his name, Mr. Oz. So that character has returned into the books, and he has told Superman that he and his family are not who they believe themselves to be, and that the Superman of the New 52 universe was not who he was, or thought he was.
Okay.
So we are going to get to see exactly what's going on there, and it looks like there's going to be some sort of personal tragedy that is awaiting Lois Lane and Superman. So lots of stuff going on here. They have teased that maybe this wasn't the pre-Flashpoint Superman. And so we're going to figure out exactly who this is.
Why can't they just decide who Superman is and stick with that?
This is one of they had 2 or 3 different things that DC said, these are our big things that we're going to cover this year.
Right.
And this was one of those big things that I guess had been in the works from the word go.
Okay.
So, you can have it be simple and just go, okay, yeah, this is who it is. Or you can lead into a big monster story that builds something and fans go, oh, well, let me keep checking this out and see exactly who this is or what's going on. So, there's some rhyme or reason to the madness.
We'll see.
Buy it, huh?
I don't know if I buy it 100%, sir. We'll see. Those are the storylines for this week, guys. Now on to some of our favorites. These are some of the first comics that we will read when we take home our huge stack of comics that we take home every week. Randy, what's up for you first? that's your favorite. favorite. Your favorite.
Oh, my favorite. Oh, that's the pick of the week. That's my pick of the week, guys. You don't have to know. I've got Motor Girl number 4.
Right.
That's my pick, guys. This is from Terry Moore. And whereas I thought this was kind of a run-of-the-mill story of these aliens coming down and seeking assistance from this girl.
That's okay. I remember
it has turned into so much more about a former soldier dealing with some I don't know if it's necessarily PTSD, but dealing with the repercussions of being injured in battle.
Okay.
So things are not as they seem.
Okay.
That's it. That just got really real in that last issue. I was like, oh man, this was a turn I wasn't expecting. So
was it a huge 180 type turn? Like go from it's a serious? I mean,
it's one of those things that was kind of a everything's funny and then it becomes kind of sad when you realize what's happening there. So it's one of those things that she's not like openly telling the doctor. Okay. And you kind of like you're feeling for this character on another level suddenly. Okay. So it was just brilliantly done, and I don't know why in the first 2 issues I just totally did not pick up on it.
Okay.
But it's there.
Cool. Very cool. Very cool. One of my favorites out this week, Moon Knight number 12. Here we have Mark Spector, servant of Khonshu.
Yeah.
Out on a mission for Anubis. He goes into the Overvoid, and then he has to deal with his present self goes to the Overvoid, and his past self has to deal with troubles that he's having currently. So I've been loving what Lemire's been doing with Moon Knight. I've enjoyed all of it. It's been great, and I hope this Royal City doesn't take away from that.
Let me tell you, another one of my favorites this week is Royal City.
That's the pick! Goofball!
How can it not be everything?
This
is an event.
It's the one thing.
This is an event. This is my favorite. This is a number 1. This is everything. This is life.
If you can't see it, guys, we got a poster of it right over here on the side here.
I don't know if we can see it.
So, pick of the week then. We know what Randy's is. Randy's is Royal City number 1.
I've been excited for this for a long time.
For me, I'm going to go with Savage Things. I've been looking forward to that when I saw it announced. I'm looking forward to that too, but that I'm more interested in this for other reasons than this kind of slice of life thing. But still, I think great choices all around. I mean, it's going to be a great choice.
I love America. Right now, Marvel has to work hard to show me that that they're going to win me over with this book. I want just like a kick-ass sure of herself kind of character, and I don't know if they're necessarily going to give us that or someone that's more introspective. I don't need her being introspective. She knows who she is.
That's what I've always thought was a great thing about her. She doesn't need a journey of self-discovery.
Right. But maybe she does, and it turns out to be an awesome journey.
So. Maybe being the leader of the Ultimates now has caused things to be in question. But hey, speaking of that,
responsibilities, being an adult.
Right. Exactly. Adulting.
We don't say that.
One thing that I did, I got a chance to read Elektra from last week. Number 1, solid first issue.
Good.
But. When I realized that America was coming out this week, the artist that is on Elektra is very Jamie McKelvey-ish. It looked very similar to Jamie McKelvey's artwork and reminded me of I put Jamie McKelvey in America because they did Young Avengers with Kieran Gillen, and Jamie did that and did a great run on that series.
I don't know if it was that or if it was something else. That was probably a preview that was coming out that I thought McKelvey. I don't know if it's the artist. That artist reminded me of Paulo Siqueira or Rivera or something like that. But I don't know. I don't know if that was the one. Sometimes your look at something like that doesn't necessarily coincide with who the artist reminds me of.
Right.
We both see it as see different things in the art there. Pick up on stuff.
Right. But what I saw was right.
Real quickly,
Super
just
correct.
speaking of favorites. Speaking of favorites
and
stuff, let's back it up here.
There we go.
This is not necessarily a favorite of his.
Okay.
I myself was a huge Michael Ringo fan.
I was a huge Michael Ringo fan.
I know you were.
Goofball.
Guys, did you see the news on like the big massive 2-volume Tellus that is coming out. It's in 2 volumes. If you loved Tellus back in the day, I think this is through Dezego, through his site that you can do the order, where it's like you buy it, and then they have the cutoff date in April for volume 1.
Okay.
And once the cutoff date's there, that's it. They aren't overprinting to keep selling or something. They are just doing that, and all proceeds go to the ASPCA in Michael Ringo's name.
Okay,
$50 a volume. Yeah. But I love Tellus. It's 200 different artists with a 500-page account with that.
Yes.
Guys, I'm super excited. I loved Tellus. Was just such a great book.
It was,
and you know, like him, I love Michael Ringo's art. So if that's something that interests you, take a look at that. Bleeding Cool has a link to all of that, and it's not something you can go and get through the retailer. I don't believe.
I don't think so.
I don't believe. Otherwise, it'd say come here and get it from us, order it from us. But that was just something that I saw. I was like, that usually when I do charitable donations, it's I all proceeds go towards something like this, CBLDF or something. So this was really cool.
I'm really looking forward to that. I didn't realize the cutoff was in April, so I got to
for volume 1.
For volume 1,
and it comes out in June, and volume 2 is July.
Okay,
and
good.
then comes out in September, I think.
Yeah, I was a huge Ringo fan from way back in the day. Got to meet the guy, have him do a sketch. Super nice guy. Died way too young. Taken way too young, and God, man, that's been tough to deal with, man.
It's been a big hole in the industry.
It really has. It really has. So yeah, guys, thanks for mentioning that, because Tellus was a great fantasy action adventure series,
and it was so much fun.
It was just great. It was great, and not to mention all the other work, the huge breadth of work that Ringo had before then. Yeah, you know, at Marvel and DC and everything else. So guys, check that out. Guys, question of the week. There has been some discussion online among retailers in particular concerning variant covers from everybody. Not just Marvel and DC, but from everybody. And our question of the week is simply this. Are variant covers out of control? Because in this article that we were looking at from Newsarama, there was even one publisher talking about how some publishers are doing 1 in 5,000 variants. And for 1 in 5,000, Randy, what does that mean exactly? You order
5,000 copies
of the one issue to get this one variant.
Right, unless you're one of the major stores that has your online presence and you are in a major city. That's a real tough order to fill.
Yeah.
You know, sometimes 100 copies or 200 copies is a tall order to fill for a lot of places.
Yeah, exactly.
So that's one of those things that it is something that kind of gets out of control with that. The thing that's kind of silly is like I think they had recently with one of the books, the Venom #1 had a 1 in 1,000 that was a Todd McFarlane cover. That was a stock piece of imagery that they had already had that was previously published that they threw on the cover. They'd done that with John Romita Sr.'s work where they put it on a variant cover and, you know, slap it's a 1 in 500 or something like that.
Yeah.
So, you know, that's kind of, that cheapens things. I think it's great to see people's art that you've never seen, but don't take previously published art and throw it on the cover and then throw it on there for a huge price. You know, we had a customer that was in here that was talking about J. Scott Campbell was doing some series of covers where it was like an ABC, and if you ordered through his site, you could get all 3 covers for like $70, and people were pre-ordering those and then going on to eBay and jacking those prices way up before they even had them in hand.
Okay.
But I mean, it's something where you know, one of the retailers mentioned that they're almost like trading cards, and that's exactly how it is with a lot of these covers, because people aren't getting them to add them to their collection. There are some, but they're getting them to turn them around and sell them for the profit that they can. Now, on the flip side, you have some of these people that they're trying to get their hands on them because they want the cover. and they'll pre-order the cover and they'll pay $300-400 for that. And as soon as the book comes out, that cover price suddenly plummets, and people are picking them up for $50. And it's like, it's kind of out of control with, the price, what people are paying and expecting. To me, I like, DC has had, two different ways of doing covers. For a while, it was, they had a 1 in 25, buy 25 copies. You can qualify to get a 1 in 25 variant.
Right.
Buy 50 copies. Yeah. You can get that. But then recently they've just gone to doing an A cover and a B cover. And I really like that.
I do too.
Because people can choose which one they want. Retailers can kind of, see where their numbers lie. Are people picking up more of this? Are they picking up more of this? Are they picking up both? It gives people a chance to try. On the other hand, Marvel has the most complex system ever. With percentages, you have to order this much percentage over what you ordered of this book to be able to qualify for this variant of this book, and then this and this. And there's nothing that it's very easy. And so, you get these awesome Scotty Young Baby covers, or you get an awesome, J. Scott Campbell cover or something. And shops can, small time shops.
Right.
Which is what most of the U.S. and all around the world consists of.
Right.
Don't qualify. They can't get those. If you run a shop based off of trying to chase and get variant covers, your shop's not going to be around.
Right.
For that. So, I think they definitely are out of control. I love getting to see them because you get to see artists who aren't going to have the time to do a monthly schedule, or they're busy over here, but they can spend the time to at least give you something like that. I just wish that more things ran like DC runs, with just doing the AB. IDW does that subscription cover.
Yeah.
There are some companies that do that, and I like that. That right there is great. Give someone choice.
Tons of people are doing one I remember a recent one was when WWE #1 came out from Boom. There was 7 or 8 variants for that.
Yeah.
All that stuff. I just get the regular cover. I'm not a variant chaser.
Yeah.
I don't do that.
But,
and with here at our shop, it's not a big shelf space thing because we have just a spot for the majority of our variants,
right?
Especially the collectible ones that Randy was talking about,
right? I mean, if they're an AB cover that there's no price difference, they're just stacked amongst the stack of the books. There, it's not something where you put them face out with the 2 of those because that's just taking up a lot of shelf space.
It is.
To me, it's a lot easier. Just mix them in.
See, I like that. I like the AB. Others have done it too. Image has done it with some of their stuff. Well, I know with Mark Miller stuff at Image, he's had some A, B, C, or whatever.
Yeah,
and it's
Image
just mixed in.
Does.
It's
but
cool.
That's most of Images are.
Yeah,
most of Images. Every now and then you have something from Dark Horse that comes out, and most of those are. Buffy's are just mixed in. The Serenities are just mixed in. And, it's one of those things I don't mind the variant because, it kind of gives you a choice.
You've gotten some of them. There's been some that you...
Oh, yeah. They're definitely... And we have guys who they go, hey, can you get this?
Yeah.
And, if it's DC, we're like, sure, we'll do the pull list for you. We'll set it up so that you're getting that.
Yeah.
Marvel's a lot more difficult to do something like that because you just don't know. But yeah, when it starts getting into those 1 in 100s and 1 in 500s and 1 in 1, I mean, it was kind of crazy when you'd hear that's a 1 in 100 variant, and then you go, wait, that's I think for Dark Knight #1, the Master Race #1, there was a 1 in 700 or 7,500 or something like that Jim Lee did, or something that there were 12 out there. And it's who's going to buy those? Who can afford
Who can afford it? Yeah. Things? Especially once they get bought from whoever.
Right.
Then sent off to CGC.
Right.
Then put on to eBay or wherever. It's that's a $10,000 comic or something, by that point. It's just outrageous.
Yeah. And to me, the thing is all, because, I've seen plenty of them where you'll see the AB on a DC book, and you're like, oh man, the variant is so much better than the original. Or there have been plenty of times with some of whoever the person is that does the I think it's either the Hal Jordan in the Green Lanterns or the Green Lanterns book, whoever does the regular cover, sometimes you go, man, that's better than the variant there. And so sometimes it's just a preference with it. For me, early on, I used to be a variant chaser, not to trade, but to have in my collection.
Right.
But I've just learned, it's one of those things that's going to give you a headache. It's going to give you a headache because you never know what's going to be available.
Right.
It's tough on comic shops. Like I said, it just got darker in here.
Dear Lord.
Can you see us?
So how many variants are they putting out with Royal City #1?
I think they may have to.
I don't know.
They do, because Emmy Lennox, who did the Platona with them, is doing a variant.
I didn't know if Matt Kent may have been doing one as well.
Kent isn't.
Buds or whatever.
But I mean, when you have something like the flags or the U.S. Avengers with the 52, you may have one person that wants to buy a brick of that, or two people. But for the most part, most people that walk into the store are going to want the state that they're from,
right?
Which is, most people walking into the store are from the state where the store is located,
exactly,
or one of the surrounding states. But very few people are going to come into this store in Louisiana and go, "Hey, I want that main cover."
Exactly,
and they're like, "I didn't know."
Sorry. And what a rabbit hole they could have dove into with that. If you get 50 of the Louisiana, then you get one premium Louisiana.
No, it's never that simple.
Never that simple.
No.
So guys, tell us about variants at where you are, right? Where you are and your thoughts on them. Do you get them? Does your shop, if you're not a local here, do they flood the shelves with variants so you got 20 copies of the same comic on the shelf? Tell us your thoughts on variants. Do you get them? Do you like the AB? I like what we were talking about with Image and DC primarily, where you don't have to, your retailer #1 doesn't have to order just a ton of stuff,
right?
And you get choices. Or do you like trying to get those exclusive ones like Marvel does and other publishers do as well? Tell us your thoughts about variants. Yeah, exactly, right. Because there are some. So there we go. Have fun with that, guys. Talk about variants. Are they out of control? What's going on with them? How do they affect you?
Lenticular.
I know, but that does look kind of cool, though. I'll be honest with you, especially that new one that's coming out with the Batman Flash. It does look kind of cool. So
we have just a few days here, I think, before our pre-orders done on that, guys. Make sure you let the comic shop know if you want to get those, because I don't think that's just like an AB kind of thing. I think that's how they have to order certain numbers. So
yeah, because last time they did that, there was an issue with the material that they needed to actually make those type of covers at DC. Yeah, I think it's resolved, but like Randy said, just to cover yourself.
Just cover yourself. Let us know.
Let us know.
Or let your comic shop know.
Say, hey, put me down. I want those. Those that are coming out. Because we're diving into a new thing with DC, another chapter of what's all being revealed with the Rebirth stuff.
Another
with
one
that
of their big
stuff.
ones.
Yeah, exactly. We'll have more details about that as it comes. So, guys, tell us in the comments below what you think about variants. Good, bad, the ugly, whatever it is. Let's talk about that, have a discussion about that. That's it for this week.
I think so.
Anything else to add, sir?
No, not really.
Really? This one time, huh?
No. I don't know. I'm scared.
Guys, if you haven't been by our new shop lately, or at all, come see us. Come check it out. It's a real treat. Come and see us. I don't care where you're from. If you're out of town, Lester, come on back through, bud. Come and see us again. Anybody, come see us. Come check it out. I think you'll really, really like it. And we still have plans for a grand opening that will be happening later. No details as of right now, but I have been assured that it will happen.
Yeah.
So, guys, thanks for watching. Thanks for being a subscriber. Give us a like down below, thumbs up. Tell a friend about us. Tell a friend that, hey, this is the comic shop that I watch. This is the comic show that I watch every week that lets me know about great comics, and we have fun discussions talking about comics. Spread the love. Share the word about it. We really appreciate it. So until next time, guys, read some great comics. Leave us some fantastic comments down below, and we will see you in our next video. Bye-bye.